Welcome back to Washington Flyer TV. Now it's time for Film on the Fly, where our resident film guru, Michael Wolcott, talks about films you can see on the road or when you're in the sky.
Hello and welcome to Film on the Fly. Ever since a skinny guy ate a bunch of fast food and, surprise, gained weight, and Al Gore turned a glorified PowerPoint presentation into an inconvenient truth, movies about real people, places, and things have been garnering more and more attention from audiences and critics alike. So with that, we bring you the 5 most popular current documentaries according to iTunes. At number 5 is Man on Wire, the story of a French guy, Zut alors, who tightrope walks between the Twin Towers shortly after their completion in the 1970s. Maybe it's just me, but I found the main character, Philippe, kind of annoying.
It's not working.
Somehow this thing won an Oscar, but I think it had more to do with a weak field than this movie's actual greatness. I love French films, don't get me wrong. Favorite movie of all time. But this Frenchman is more than my palate can take. And the movie takes forever to showcase what is essentially one piece of performance street art. If you're into street art, you're much better off checking out Exit Through the Gift Shop, our number 4. The story of yet another annoying Frenchman, mutton chop aficionado Thierry Guetta.
He was obsession.
Who's making a movie about street art, and the elusive British provocateur Banksy. Yes, it's the movie about the making of itself. How existential. It was nominated for an Academy Award, and there was a lot of buzz around the film and art worlds as to whether or not Banksy, whose identity is still unknown, would make an appearance to accept. In the end, Inside Job took the Oscar, so we'll never know, but this one is definitely worth checking out. Please do. At number 3 is Food, Inc., the story of what we eat, why it's bad for us, the unfortunate farmers forced to grow it, and the environment it ruins. Yay! A lot of documentaries seem to focus on how irresponsible and destructive American people, businesses, and government have become. And when Michael Moore starts lecturing about gluttony, even I start to roll my eyes. He's kind of fat. But Food, Inc. is definitely worth the watch. You don't have to swear off fast food. Maybe just order the salad. Seriously, dude. Order the salad. Step away from the value menu. Do not order a number 2, which for us is Restrepo? The story of a U.S. Army platoon in the dangerous Karengol Valley of Afghanistan. The filmmakers take us through the experience without agenda or opinion, allowing the soldiers to walk us through the story.
I still obviously haven't figured out how to deal with it inside.
At 90 minutes, it's a lot more war than the 10-minute segments from 60 minutes that most of us are used to ingesting. But like Food, Inc., it's a lot more about informing than entertaining. And like the entertaining soldier from my youth once said, knowing is half the battle. This is in no way an endorsement of G.I. Joe, The Rise of Cobra. At number 1 is Waiting for Superman, an expose about America's failing school system. With former D.C. school superintendent Michelle Rhee making appearances.
So you think that most of the kids here are getting a crappy education right now?
Oh, I don't think they are. I know they are.
Am I the only one who thinks she's kind of hot? This film is sure to be divisive among Washington locals. It places a lot of blame for the problems on teachers' unions, but I think fails to address the greater societal issues which also play a part in the situation. As a product of public schools, I was thoroughly engaged throughout and continued to think about the movie well after it ended, the sign of a great film. I just wish it focused a little bit more on what made the school systems of China and Finland that it heralded as the best in the world work so well. Maybe that's just me. Anyways, those are the 5 most popular. If you want to see some of the good stuff you may have missed over the last few years, check out Bigger, Stronger, Faster, the story of America's love affair with steroids, Touching the Void, how 2 mountaineers survive a trek gone wrong, and Dear Zachary, a truly messed up tale of murder and judicial ineffectiveness. And by the way, all 3, as well as most of the ones mentioned earlier, are available to watch instantly on Netflix. Can we please do away with the discs already? Seriously, putting those things in the mail is so 2007. See you next time for Film on the Fly.